Okay, guys, we're going to get started. We're going to do our word wall, and then we're going to get all of this wrote down, put in our binders. Remember, this is how I'm going to take your daily grade. Make sure we get this done. Um, it's for your own good, helps increase your vocabulary and learning, and it also helps you understand what's going on in the lesson for today. We have cow, calf, polled, non-polled, heifer, bull, carcass quality, and dual purpose cattle. Let's get these wrote down. I'll give you a few minutes. Um, Pause this recording so you can get everything wrote down, and then we're going to submit it either by taking pictures or just putting it online. So let's jump in, and we're going to go over how we take notes. Don't forget, we put title and we also put the date up there so we remember whenever we did this. So we're going to put the title at the top, and our title is going to be cattle breeds, and then we're going to put each cattle breed and the scientific name up in the top. And then our keywords or highlighted stuff that Miss Martin posts on the PowerPoint, if it's highlighted, we're going to put that on the left. And then whatever other notes you think that are important, like descriptions or where the cattle are from, put that on the left. And then we're going to summarize everything at the bottom. Okay, we're going to jump in. We're doing breeds of cattle. If anybody wants to jump in and just give me a comment or shoot me an email and tell me like something you think is interesting about your favorite breed of cattle, or what kind of cattle you really think are just the bee's knees, just let me know, because after we go over this, we're going to go into our assignment for the week, and it's going to be a research paper over breeds of cattle, and you're going to get assigned one. So just let me know what you think. First, we have Angus. They are from Scotland. They're the Bos Taurus scientific. That's their scientific name, the Bos Taurus. They are polled. Remember, we talked about polled on our word wall. Polled cattle means that they don't have horns. So when they're born and they grow up, they never grow horns. Okay. These guys, their udders are sometimes white, but these guys predominantly are black. To be just a plain Angus, they have to be like, I think it's like 60 something percent black. Like they have to be majority black, or else they are not black Angus. They're very good hardy cattle. They are good for F1 crosses. And remember, F1 crosses is whenever you take one cattle, say Angus, and then you take another breed of cattle and you cross them together. They have very good breeding abilities, and they'll breed really quickly. And then these guys pretty much are the same thing. They just have a different color. The red Angus. So just whatever notes you put for black Angus, just transfer it over to your red Angus. They're the same thing. They just have a different color. Depending on what breed association you talk to, they're pretty much the same thing. We're going to talk about the Brahmin. These guys are my favorite. I have a herd of them at my house. They're the Bos Indicus. So let's remember this. Brahmin are Bos Indicus. Bos Indicus means they come from India. Bos Indicus, India. These guys are great. They have two types. There are two types. There's the red and the grays. These guys they have humps on them, so people call them like camels. They're not camels. The humps are actually just like a giant roast. There's really nothing there, but they're really cute and super sweet. They have these big, huge ears, and that's a cooling system. So let's remember, you know how dogs stick their tongues out when they're hot? These guys have their big ears, and they have excessive amount of sweat glands that help them sweat. These are actually the only kind of cattle that actually sweat. Like you can go up to them and touch them, and there's sweat on them. They are good for F1 crosses. They people want that very hardiness that the Brahmin have because they can handle extreme heat. They want that, but they also want to include good milking quality. So that's why you would mix a Brahmin and an Angus together and get Brangus. These guys are Herefords. Herefords. They're red and white. There are two types. There's polled and non-polled. These guys have very high fertility rates, and they are very good milkers, but they're not very good mama cows. They will just lay down and die or just walk off and forget they even have a calf because they just don't care. They're one of those I just don't care cattle. These guys are from England. We have the shorthorn. These guys are dual purpose. Dual purpose means that they are milkers and meat cattle. So they have very high quality carcass rates, and they also have very good udder capacity. These guys come in different colors and different patterns, but they're predominantly red. So let's remember that. But they can be red and white. Charolais, these guys are cute. These guys are from France. They have a double muscle ability, which means that they'll grow muscle on top of the other muscle. And you really have to get them tested for that because sometimes that's not very good. It can give a lot of problems later on. They are well suited for crossbreeding. Next, we have the Limousin. These guys are Boss Taurus as well. They're another French breed. They were originally like draft animals. They were originally like oxen. They're great for meat production, and they have very, very high carcass rates. We have Simmental. We have a picture right here up in the right if you want to go back and look at all the different great things that Simmental give us. They're also another dual purpose cattle, but they come in different colors. They're from the Swiss Alps, so they're a Swedish breed. And that's about all we have right now. Again, I will upload this so that way you guys can go back and take better notes. I know it was kind of rushed and there was a lot of information that we had to go over in such a short amount of time. I thank you for your good participation and for viewing this video. I hope that this helps you guys out. And remember, we will be doing an assignment later on this week on some kind of breeding beef, and you will be assigned one, and there will be an exam next week over the different types of beef cattle. I hope that this video did help you, and I challenge you to go out and do some research all on your own. Remember, ag is all about what you decide. It's not all about what your teacher teaches you. You have to have that curiosity on your own. So don't forget that, and have a great day, guys.